So once you get the 20 to the left, 20 to the right, and you draw this line to touch center, the center, and then you just join them. Then you come back to your drawing. You come back to your drawing, you can see that between these two, from here to here is 34, 34. So I'm going to measure the left and right 17, 17. So I come here and I measure to the left and right 17 and put a point there. So the left and right 17, and I'll put a point there. So I measure to the left and right 17. Well, once I do that, then I put that point, I go back to my drawing. You can see that there's a line here and then there's a line here too. And that line is a diameter 19, but it is a 9 plus 22 from this line. So I'm going to measure from here to here 9, put a point. I measure from the 9 to this point 22, put a point. So I can draw horizontal lines and then join them. Measure 19 and join them. So I measure from here to here 9, measure from here to here 22. Then I measure 19 and then I join the lines. Okay, so I do that. I come back to my drawing and I measure from this point to this point. I measure 9. I need to measure 9. That's from this line to this point. I'm going to measure 9 millimeters. Then from the 9, I go to 22. See, from the 9, I go to 22. So 9. 5, 9. Then I'm going to measure 22 from the 9. So from this one to this one, I measure 22. Measure 22. Measure 22. So once I do that, I will just draw a horizontal line through each of them very nicely. So I draw maybe from here to here. Then I draw from here to here too. And I just measure 19. So the diameter is 19. I measure 19. I measure 19 on each of them. So I'm here. I'm going to measure so 19 diameter, as you can see. Let me go back to the drawing so you can see what I'm saying. So this is the line we've drawn, this is the line we've drawn. So I'm going to measure 19 diameter. So 9.5 to the left, 9.5 to the right. That's what I'm going to do over there. So I come here and I measure 9.5 to the left and 9.5 to the right. Because the diameter is 19, so the radius will be 9.5. So once I have that, I do that to the right too. Yeah. So then I join this one to this line vertically down. I do the same thing for this line, the right side vertically down. Then I'm going to join this 17 mark with this 17 mark to this line. And I join this line over here to this 17 mark on the right too. So I do that, then I can clean the extended horizontal lines. So I clean the extended horizontal lines over here. I clean the extended horizontal line over here. These are my shape is coming out. Now there's a hole over here, so let's go and look at the diameter of that hole. Diameter of that hole is M15. So mean that diameter 15. So it means I'm going to measure to the left and right. The left and right diameter 15 in radius 7.5. So the diameter 15 is radius 7.5. So to the left and right, I'm going to measure 7.5. So I can do the measurement here. So between these two lines, it's going to be 7.5 to the left, 7.5 to the right. And then you draw your line. Cool. So to the left and right, to the left and right, to the left and right. So once you are done, you can see that what your hole has come out nicely. Your hole has come out nicely. So we are almost done with the right part. Now the right part also has that thread, that small uh, counter counter ball inside. So let's go and do that and then. So I can big this one with a small counter ball over here. So that's 47 to the left and right. These two holes will not come because the sectional view is not passing through any hole over there. So these two holes is what this hole over here and this hole over here. And the sectional view is not passing through it, so it will not show in the sectional. The sectional line is not passing through, so it will not show in the sectional view. It will not show in the sectional view. So we come here, and then we draw our. We come here and then we draw our 47. Our 47 is here. Let me show you the 47 again. This 47, this small tiny line over here, and we join them. So 47 diameter, the radius will be 23.5 to the left and right. So you measure 23.5 to the left and right. So I come here, measure from here to 23.5 to the left and right. Then I go down by 3. The same thing I did for the left side. So 23.5. 23.5, and then I go down by 3, go down by 3, go down by 3. Once I go down by 3, I do the same thing for the other side too. And let me mirror then what is symmetrical too. So then I join the two nicely. Join the two nicely. That's how you draw the 3 over there. Then you can easily use your eraser to then clean this point over here and then this point over here. So you can get your nice outlook. So you are done with the top one. The holes will not show, so you don't have to draw it. Then you can also use your eraser to also clean this line over here, because in the sectional view, you are not going to see those lines. You clean this line, and this line. So I'm going to be sectioning. You see this piece. This is the web. So this piece, and then this piece. There's something here that we need to do, so we come and do it. That's the last thing, and this piece. So let's go and do that. So the fillet, I think the fillet should be the last thing you do. Fillet should be the last thing you do, so that it doesn't ruin your drawing. So this uh, turning point over here, this extruded part over here, I'm going to draw it. So you can see that from here, from this 15 line to the center of that extruded part is going to be 44. I'm going to measure from here to here 44, and then draw the center line. So let's do that. So I measure from here, that's from this line over here to the down part, 44, 44. So from here, I'm going to measure 44. I'm going to measure 44. Once I measure 44, I can now draw my what? My center line to the right. Draw my center line to the right. Then when I go back to my drawing. Once I've drawn my center, I go back to my drawing. And you cannot really find the length from the center line to this point, but we can find it in the what? In the plan. So the plan, this line over here is corresponding to the line over here. And then that distance in the plan is going to be 34. I'm going to measure to the right 34. Measure to the right 34. Then this web over here, or this extruded part, is the same as this 31 you are seeing over here. So that diameter is also 31. And then the hole inside the 31 will normally be 19. So that will be 19. So 31 and then 19. So this one is 19 and this length here is 31. I would measure 34 to the right. I measure the diameter is 31, 15.5 to the top and down. Then I measure the hole too. So I come here and then I measure from the center to the right 34. I measure the center to the right 34. Then I just draw a vertical line through that 34 this way. Then to the top and down, the diameter is 31. So to the top and down, I'm going to measure diameter 15.5, radius 15.5 to the top and down. So measure from here to here, 15.5. I do that measurement. Then to the down, so I do that. Then I just join horizontally to this line. The 15, I join horizontally to this line. And I do the same thing for this one too. Join it horizontally to this line. Join it to this line. So once I'm done, I can nicely clean. Okay. Once I'm done, I can nicely clean this extended line over here and this extended line over here. And I will not actually need these lines. So I'll clean this line, and I'll also clean this line too. Because to form, okay, so let me hold on the cleaning of the line first. So I'll leave this part. Then I have to draw the inside, the hole which is 19. So 19, the diameter 19, the radius will be 9.5. So 9.5 to the top and down. So I measure from here to here. 9.5. 9.5. And then I'll draw my line nicely from here to touch here. I do the same thing for this side. 9.5 to the down too. Once you do that, then you can now use your eraser to nicely clean here. You can clean this inside and on this side too. It means that you'll be sectioning this piece over here, this piece over here. You can see your web is here, so you'll be sectioning this piece too, and then this piece, and then section this piece, and then this whole space will be sectioned. Okay, so now what is left is your plan and then the fillet you need to draw. You know how to draw fillet. So you want to draw fillet, you just stand here, open to the 4 millimeter, make an arc, then you stand at where you made the arc, you make another arc, you stand here. So you stand here, you make an arc here, you come stand the arc, you make an arc, then you draw your fillet. But the fillet has been embedded in the works, so I've taught you how to draw a fillet, so make sure that you use that approach. So the fillets are 4 millimeters, so use 4 millimeters to draw them. So you come here, and then you fillet here, start fillet here, start fillet here. So all these parts are all fillet, that you need to draw. So I'm going to fillet here, fillet here too, fillet here. Okay. So these parts are also fillets. I'm going to fillet. So you fillet all the parts that are going to be filleted. Then you move. Because of it's an exercise, I'm not going to do all that. I'm not going to bore you with all that. When you are done, you fillet everything nicely. Fillet everything nicely. Okay. So once all the fillets, you do all the fillets, you follow all this one, then you section the spaces. Okay. So now let's go and draw our plan. So our plan, we draw. So first of all, what's the biggest? So we come here. What's the biggest? So we can use our front view to draw. What's the biggest diameter? That's 47 from our plan. So I come here, and then I plan the center. I draw a circle 47. So radius 47. Radius 47. So that's the first circle. Then the next circle is passing through. So let me go back to it. So let's go back to the plan. So the next circle is passing through the center of the hole. And then we know that what, so from here to here is 75, diameter 75. So we can get a diameter. So you draw all diameters. That's the plan. Draw every diameter you see. So diameter 69 you draw. Diameter 67.5 you draw. So or you change all to radius and just be drawing for this side. So we have what, 31, 75, 67.5, 69. So you draw all those diameters. And we also have 21. So you draw all those diameters over here. When you are done with the hidden circles, you can just use your eraser to clean some part of the circles to make it hidden. First of all, you draw a solid line. So we have diameter, a radius 47, diameter 69. So I have to draw diameter 69. That will be radius. That will be radius 30. 69. That will be radius 34.5. So 34.5. 34.5. We have diameter 67.5. That will be 33.85. 33.75, sorry. That's 33.75. So you draw that one too. So you see that those ones are very close. And then we also have the 75, that's 37.5. So 37.5, so here. So diameter 37.5. So you draw all the diameters that you see over there. And then from the 75, we moved to the center by 4. So if you are going to add 37.5 to 4, and that should give us 37.5 plus 4, so should give us 41.5. So we are going to draw a circle with 41.5. 41.5. 41.5. Then we have our two small circles to 21 and 31. So we draw radius 15.5 to 15.5. And then we also draw it. So let's go and check. So you just be drawing all the diameters you see over there, you draw them at that center. So as you can see, we can even see M1931. So 19 is 9.5, and 15.5. Just draw it. We just drew it. So we have M19. And we also have M21 too. So we draw 21, we draw 19. So M21, M19 at the same time. So we draw, we come here. So 21 is going to be 10.5 radius, and 19 is going to be 9.5. So 10.5 radius and 9.5 radius, respectively. So you draw that to 9.5 radius, respectively. So those are the circles that are there that we can identify. Then you go to the next one. So the next one too has a lot of diameters. So any diameter you see, you draw it at the center on the right side. So that's basically the idea. So I come here, I see a lot of diameters. So first of all, let me go here. So I'll go to the front view and then go to the right side and see which diameters do I see. I see 75, I see 47. So I write them down and I just start drawing them. That's all as a circle. So first of all, I draw diameter 75, that's the big one. Diameter 75. So I come here and I draw diameter 75 on the right side. Don't worry about later, you can clean them. So diameter 75, that will be radius 37.5. Radius 37.5. So radius 37.5. 37.5. Then the next diameter I go and check. My next diameter is going to be 47. So I come back to 47. I come and draw. So diameter 47, that will be radius. That will be radius 23.5. 23.5. So I draw that one to 23.5. 23.5. Then I also draw it. I come back. You can see diameter 53. So I draw diameter 53. I draw diameter 40. So 53 and 40. So diameter 53 is going to give us 26.5 radius. So open 26.5 and I draw 26.5. 26.5. Then I come back. Okay, I come back. I get 40. So I draw. So I have diameter 40, diameter 34, diameter 19, diameter 15, diameter 37.5. So I draw all those ones. I draw 37.5 too. So I have diameter 40. So I draw. So you basically draw all the diameters. Basically draw all the diameters. So that will be 20. 37.5 will be 18.75 to 18.75. Then you also have diameter 19. So 19, that will be 9.5 as radius. Then you can also say that there's a hole over here, but we don't know it's, so we can't infer because we don't know this one, but we can actually draw. If you check this side, you can see a big diameter over here, and then you are seeing tapped, and then the spacing is 62.5. This is 2.5 meters. The diameter over is 62.5. So here we're going to draw this line, 2.5. So that will be 31.5 radius. So that will be 31.25 radius. So we're going to draw 31.25 radius. So 31.25 pattern radius for that hole. Right, radius for that hole. So once we are done, I think we are done drawing all the circles. Then let's go and check which line is joined as the belt line. As you can see, they've joined this 1, 2, 3. So the third one of this one to the middle one in this one. So we just join them. We join this one to the third one of this one to the second from the big one of this one. So we come here and then I come and join. So I'll join 1 to this part. So tangential. I join it to this point over here. Then I do the same thing over here. I join this part, the second part, to this part over here. Then the last joining is going to be here. That will be the last one to join this part, this inner part over here before the 31, the last part, and this one to join before the 31. So I come here and I go to the big one, then I join it over here before the 31, and I join this one too from the big one over here after the 31 already, nicely. I join it nicely, and then I can clean the part that is clean. So this part, this circle is here, but the big one hasn't really come. I'm going to clean the big one. Then yes, so that is basically what is not there. So don't worry about the hidden lines. You can, because you cannot really draw. You can just leave them So use your eraser to just clean some parts and so you can get your hidden lines. Okay. So once I do this, I'm going to clean this. Oh, sorry. Let me go back. So once I do this, I'm going to clean this point, this line over here, this arc, this arc, this arc, this arc, and this arc. And it's going to look like my front view. So once I'm done, I think there are some drawings that you need to do inside. You can just trace them. So you can trace this one to this point like this. And then you measure your 31 and then you draw. Then you do that. So first of all, you can create, then you have to draw your sectional view. So you can draw a line and deepen it and draw another line, deepen it, and then just make the arrow. So let's draw that line. So I draw a line from here to somewhere here. Then I make it a little bit deep, maybe this way. And I do the same thing for the other side too. So I draw a line maybe from here to here. And I make it also a little bit deep. And I put my arrow here and here. Once I put my arrow here and here, then I get my sectional view. So this is my plan and this is my section line that I've drawn. Then I just go back to sectioning. After I'm done with the fillet, I section. I'm going to section this piece and then this piece. So what I do is that you section once, okay? You section once always. So I come here and I draw. I'm going to draw my 45 first because, sorry. Okay, so you section with your 45. So you come here and then you section with your 45. So you can section through and then clean the part that is supposed to be what, there as your sectional view. So let me do the 45 well. Okay. So section with your 45 nicely. So you can section through the whole thing and then you just use the eraser to clean the parts that are not supposed to be sectioned. But that's not a good idea because you may end up making your work dirty. So I'm going to section this piece, and then this piece. And then your final sectioning should look like this. Some opening section I've already done so that you can look at it. Your final section should be looking something like this. So you should be sectioning this piece and then this piece. And then you should be looking something like this for your final section. And then your section, and then you have to draw all the small circles. Okay. Thank you very much. And